This is MC Tone from the 757 Spin Number, the True. Back to y'all with another video. And today is the NFL predictions for Week 5 of the NFL season. And there's teams that's struggling right now, and I think they're desperate for a win. There's some teams that are probably going to look on. Bill O'Brien was the head coach that got fired. I think Adam Gase is definitely on that hot seat. Dan Quinn and the Atlanta Falcons is in a hot seat right now. And I don't see if they don't get these wins, I don't see them moving on and making it past another week, or at least until their bye week. So just going on for the NFL predictions, the Jaguars versus the Texans. I got the Texans in this one. I think they're going to rally around Romeo Crennel, and I think he's a great respected head coach. He was a head coach before. I think the defense needs to get better, but I think they definitely improved. I think it was just time I think it was just time for the Texans. You know, the J.J. Watt thing, a leader like J.J. Watt, when he says it, then I think when he said change, it was just time to come. And plus Gardner Minshew, he's been struggling recently, and I think the Jaguars, it looks like their season's headed to a top 5 pick, but I got the Texans in this one. The Ravens versus the Bengals. I can pick the Ravens, but I do think the Bengals are not going to struggle. I think Joe Burrow, what a good job he's done. I told people he's not going to be a bust. He's has great mobility in the pocket. He's just picking up a lot of stuff early on in his career, especially in throwing the football. I think he's better than what people thought he was going to be at this point, especially without a preseason. But he's definitely been good. He's definitely made throws, and I think his ball placement has been great. And this is a Bengals team that looks like it's gonna be good. It has a great future plan. They just need to build on getting some protection. But I think the Ravens, I think they're gonna beat the Bengals. But I think it's gonna be closer than what people think it's gonna be. The Panthers versus the Falcons. I'm gonna take the Panthers in this one, and it's a divisional game. But the Panthers are 2-2 right now with Teddy Bridgewater, who's been playing pretty good. He's been playing pretty good football. It's looked like Matt Rule. He knows what he's doing. He's coaching pretty good, coaching a good. The defense has been better than what people thought thought it was gonna be. And just what a good job the Panthers have been doing so far. They're tied. I think they're tied with Tampa Bay right now. They're tied with They're going to be tied with Tampa if they win this game, but at the end of the day, the Panthers have been doing a great job, and the Falcons can't play any defense right now. They've just been terrible on the defensive side of the ball. Maybe it's injuries. Maybe it's just the lack of talent. The Todd Gurley pickup doesn't seem like it's panned out like it used. It's panned out what it hasn't panned out. The risk wasn't really for the war, even though they got him on the cheap. But I just don't think the Falcons are going to win this game. The Raiders versus the Chiefs. I got the Chiefs in this one. The Chiefs, their defense is playing way better now. It's like, dang, they're actually playing defense, and they got a run game, and Patrick Mahomes knows how to control the ball now. It's just crazy. It's just this Chiefs team has little weaknesses. Like, I just don't see any weakness in this team. If you beat them defensively, it's sooner or later they're going to explode on you offensively. And if you can't put up points on them, how are you going to how are you going to outscore them? So it's just crazy to me. You gotta get some distance on them. Even if you get distance on them, the lead is never safe. They're like the Golden State of football right now. Offensively, you just don't know when they're gonna explode on you, and it might be in the second half. So I just don't think the Raiders gonna have enough firepower, and the Raiders defense has not been playing pretty good. So I'm gonna take the Chiefs. Cardinals versus Jets. I take the Cardinals. You know, the Jets, they're the least talented team in football right now. Adam Gase, he just offers no hope to me with this franchise, and I just don't know when it's gonna be enough for them. The Cardinals, Kyler Murray, he struggled these last 2 weeks, but I think they're going to get going against a Jets defense that has not been playing pretty good. Like I said, the least talented team, the Cardinals, I think DeAndre Hopkins, they're going to get back on track. I got the Cardinals on this one. The Eagles versus the Steelers. I'm going to take the Steelers. They took a week off. I'm guessing that they feel fresh, even more fresher. I know the bye week was unexpected, but I feel like this is a Steelers team that defense is just crazy, especially a weak Eagles offensive line. The offense still struggled, but did better. Carson Wentz, he's just really by himself. It's just when his team is going to get healthy. But I think this is a Steelers team that Ben Roethlisberger has been better than what I thought. My bad, Steelers fans. He has been playing pretty good. He's 80. He's not 100% of what he was, but he's a little older. He's like 30, 38, and for what he's doing right now is pretty impressive. So Ben Roethlisberger has been playing good. Juju Smith-Schuster, Chase Claypool, and all of them. Connor Bell and Benny Snell Jr. have been running over 100 yards a game since week 2. So I do got the Steelers. Rams versus Washington. I got the Rams. The Dwayne Haskins benching is what is, you know. He hasn't been playing well, but I feel like he needed more time. He hasn't had a preseason. I thought they just gave up on him a little bit too soon to me. I thought he was going to get better. At the end of the game, you can't just blame it on Dwayne Haskins. I think there's a lot of problems with this Washington defense. I think the problems with the offense a little bit. The offense line hasn't been good as advertised. I think what you call it, this Washington team, I just don't know what direction it's going. I like Kyle Allen, but we know where he is, though. I just thought they should have just stuck with Dwayne. So I got the Rams on this one. Dolphins versus 49ers. I'm going to go with the Dolphins on this one. Brian Flores and he's making that Dolphins team play better and better. And I think this is a game that the 49ers, like I said, they're banged up right now. They're going to get Jimmy Garoppolo back. But the offense still looks like it's going to be struggling because there's a lot of injuries at the wide receiver position right now. And the Dolphins team has just been playing better than what we thought they was. And Brian Flores has done a great job. You got the New York Giants versus the Cowboys. I got the Cowboys on this one. The Giants, they're not as talented as the Cowboys. I think this is a game that this is a must-win game for the Cowboys against New York Giants. They play hard, but they're not as talented as you. And this seems like a must-win for this team. I know it's a bad opponent. There's not much to think about, much to read deep into it, but they must win this game. To me, it's just to get the season going, and hopefully they can beat a good team. But this is a New York Giants team that's just not as talented as them. They should win this game, even though the offensive line, sadly, you got Tyron Smith missing time. That's going to miss the rest of the season. That's a big blow for the offensive line. That is not what it used to be, and the offensive line is just not what it just used to be in 2016. I think that's why Zeke's production's going down, but at the end of the day, the Cowboys should still win this game. You got the Colts versus the Browns. I got the Colts. The Colts got the best defense in the NFL to me. DeForest Buckner, Justin Houston is still doing his thing. The secondary, the two cornerbacks in the secondary, Jan Sonsen, if I pronounce his name wrong, has done a great job. I think this is a Colts game against the Browns offense that really dominated the Cowboys defense, but it was the Cowboys defense. It's been pretty bad. But this is a better defensive team. I think Phillip Rivers, as long as he avoids mistake, let him be the game manager and give the ball to the running back and Jonathan Taylor and Hines, and that's what you need. 100 yards of production. The Cleveland Browns are missing Nick Chubb, which is a big blow, but they got Johnson Jr. and they got Kareem Hunt still, so that's still a pretty dangerous backfield. But I think the Colts defense is way better than the Browns, and the Browns defense has not been playing good. The Seahawks versus the Vikings. I'm gonna take Russell Wilson. He's the MVP of the league right now, hands down. What he's doing is crazy. His deep ball. It's just like it's like a cloud touching your hands the way he throws that ball. He's been crazy accurate. He's just carrying his team, even though there's a lot of injury. The defense has not been playing well, and just overall, defense has not been playing well into the season. I guess that's the effect of preseason, and it's just the togetherness of defenses have not been good. So hopefully later on in the season, teams start to figure it out. But I think the Seahawks. This is a Seahawks team that is being carried by Russell Wilson, and he's finally getting recognition, and he's been pretty solid. So I do got the Seahawks over the Vikings. You got the Broncos versus the Patriots. I got the Patriots on this one. The Denver Broncos team. They're well coached by Fangio. Fangio has been doing a great job with the Broncos team. They play hard, even though they're banged up right now with missing Von Miller, missing Drew Lock. There's just a lot of guys missing in action right now, and I think Cortland Sutton is out for the season. It's just like this has just been a bad season for the Broncos. But I think the Patriots, I think Bill Belichick is going to coach the team up, even though they're missing Cam Newton with COVID. But I still think and Stephon Gilmore, I think the Patriots are still going to pull it off. You got the Saints versus the Chargers. I'm gonna take the Chargers, man. I do. Justin Herbert, he's another rookie he's just been proving himself. He's better than what people thought he was. He was having a lot of doubt, and I like Justin Herbert out the draft though. He was big. He made some throws in college that were still pretty good. I think he just needed a right head coach to develop that talent. And you see in the NFL he was thriving. He made some throws in this NFL season. His deep ball is just amazing. He has a great arm, great cannon, and I think I got the Chargers versus the Saints, and plus I think the Chargers defense is a little better than the Saints. You got the Bills versus the Titans. I got the Bills. I think the Titans, they just haven't had enough time to recover from that COVID incident. The Bills just Josh Allen's an MVP candidate, hands down. So I give them credit. The offense is playing better than the Bills. Like I said, the Titans right now, they're going to be missing a lot of key some key players at certain positions. They haven't played in almost 13 days. So at the end of the day, it is the Titan team that's going to come out ready and prepared. And the Bills with Stephon Diggs, the trade seems worth it. So I do got the Bills, and that's my NFL week predictions. Share your thoughts, comment, like, subscribe if you like the video. Tune out. Thank you.